Hi One-Twos! Today we are learning to use emotive language in our writing. Emotive language is just words that makes us feel something. Like, I might feel nervous when I read your writing or excited. I'm going to use my roller coaster writing and plan to show you how to do this today. So yesterday we created this plan with the headings I could see, I could hear, and I could feel. I wrote down that I could see a roller coaster on the platform. I could see tracks and trees below me. I could hear the wheels on the tracks and the wind, and I could feel steel bars and my seatbelt. This is my draft writing piece. The roller coaster pulled up at the platform. I got in. I put on my seatbelt and held on to the bars. All I could see were tracks ahead of me. Suddenly, the ride began to move and all I could hear was wheels. I worked really hard on this draft, but I know that I can always improve my writing. So, I've got some coloured pencils. I didn't choose purple because I'm going to use this to revise my writing by adding in more words later on. But I did choose blue for things I could see, green for things I could hear, and orange for things I could feel. And to make sure that I've used my plan in my story, I'm going to underline the things I could see, hear, and feel in the same colours. Take a look. The roller coaster pulled up at the platform. Well, that's something I said that I could see. So I'm going to underline that. Pulled up at the platform, something I could see. Okay, now I put on my seatbelt. That's something I said I could feel. So I'm going to switch to orange. Put on my seatbelt. And I also said that I held on to the bars. So that's orange as well. Now I talk more about what I could see. So I'm going to go back to blue. Okay, all I could see were tracks ahead of me. And then suddenly, when the ride moved, all I could hear was wheels. So that's my green pencil. All I could hear was wheels. Now you can see that I've got rainbow writing. That means I've got all of the colours from my plan in my writing. But like I said, I can always improve. So my aim today is to make you're my reader, feel an emotion. Now when I was on the roller coaster, I felt nervous, but I also felt really happy. So I'm going to see if I can make you feel the same way. Let's get my purple revising pencil out now and see what I can add. The roller coaster pulled up at the platform. I got in. Now, this part here, I don't know if I'm letting you know how excited I felt when I got into the roller coaster. So I didn't just get into it. I jumped into it. I was really excited. So I'm going to take that one out and I'm going to write jumped. Jumped. Okay. All right. Now the roller coaster put up at the platform. I jumped in. Oh, exclamation mark. Now you get a better idea of how I was feeling when I got into the roller coaster. I was really excited. Then I put on my seatbelt and held on to the bars. Oh, you know what? I didn't just put on my seatbelt. I put it on so tight because I was a bit nervous. So instead of put, I'm going to try the word tightened because I know that means to put a seatbelt on tight. Now, I'm not quite sure how to spell this. Tight. I know IGH makes I. Tightened. I might need to check that one later. That's okay. I tightened, I don't need on now, my seatbelt and held on to the bars. Okay, all right. You know what? I didn't just hold on to them. I gripped them like this. You could almost see my knuckles. So instead of held, I'm going to say gripped. I gripped. Gripped. I think that's how you spell it. Onto the bars. Gripped onto the bars. Okay. All I could see were tracks ahead of me. Yeah, that's good. You know what? They weren't just tracks though. I could add metal tracks. Because by adding the word metal, it makes it sound a little bit scarier. Because metal's dark and cold and grey. So maybe you could then hear that I was a bit nervous and a bit scared. Suddenly the ride began to move and all I could hear was wheels. Now you know what? It's actually the grating of wheels. The wheels against the metal tracks. So it was the grating. Because grating means when two things come together. I think that's how you spell that. I might check that later too. Was the grating of wheels on the tracks. You know what else I could add here too? I could also talk about the wind. I felt the wind gushing past my face. So let's reread and see how it makes you feel now. The roller coaster pulled up at the platform. I jumped in. I tightened my seatbelt and gripped onto the bars. All I could see were metal tracks ahead of me. Suddenly the ride began to move and all I could hear was the grating of the wheels on the tracks. Oh, I think I've really improved my writing. Did you feel nervous when I was reading that out? Did you feel excited? Does it make you want to ride the roller coaster? Well, I hope you've got some tips and tricks from my video today. Good luck improving your writing and making your reader feel an emotion. Good luck, 1-2s. Bye.